Килеш, днес ще науча как да направиш най-хубавите курабии на света. Идвай веднага!
Ама бабо, лекаря ми каза да не ям такива работи, защото ще стана дебел. Само ме саботираш.
Абе, какво ги слушаш тия капиталистически измамници, бе? Никой на този свят не е станал дебел от бяло брашно и захар. Това са лечебни съставки. Една курабия всичко оправя. Но много са разлезити напоследък, бе. Малко са ти чехлити, да знаеш.
Welcome to the new video, comrades. It's time for a sweet treat. Again, today we are making multi-purpose SLAV cookies or biscuits, depending on where you're from. I know that Brits and Americans have some arguments between each other on how to call it biscuits or cookie. Those SLAV cookies are also known as KURABIQ to us. I will write it down somewhere here. But they're not really like cookies. Well, if you imagine a capitalistic chocolate chip cookie, it has nothing to do with it, but I don't know how to explain it to you better. Maybe you've seen in the intro what it resembles. For me, it's basically a KURABIQ. It's maybe close to tea biscuits or something like that, or tea cookies, depending on whether you're a Brit or an American. They're the ultimate babushka sweet treat. Basically, there's no babushka in my country who doesn't make huge batches of KURABIQ on weekly basis to feed all her SLAV family. Mine was one of those babushkas. She used to make 2 or 3 batches in the weekend, so we can have sweet treats throughout the whole week. As I said, these treats, these KURABIQ, are multi-purpose. We can eat them for breakfast, with some ayran or yogurt. We can eat them as dessert. We can eat them with hot cocoa or with coffee. Basically, you can enjoy them with whatever you want, even with tea. They're the perfect comfort food. As you saw in the intro of the video, they have sugar as a topping. Yes, simple crystal white sugar. Why am I telling you this now? Well, because I have a really interesting story from my childhood related to the sugar topping. When I was a little SLAV schoolboy in 5th or 6th grade, I used to live with my babushka for various reasons, and as I told you, as every SLAV babushka, she used to make KURABIQ very often. Also, she had a female Siamese cat who was very picky with her food. She only ate certain types of cat food and nothing else. Really, nothing else. I can tell you, you can just put some pork chops near her. She will even not take a look and she won't even sniff them. She was that picky with her food. She never ate or enjoyed any type of human food and never tried to steal anything from the table. You may be asking yourself, what does this have to do with today's video on KURABIQ? Well, I'll tell you. Babushka made a huge batch of KURABIQ. And as every time, she put them in a huge bowl in our kitchen, so everyone who passes around can take KURABIQ and eat it, or just take some for school or something like that. And yeah, she made the KURABIQ and put them into this bowl. The next morning, the sugar topping from every single cookie was gone. Only the sugar topping was eaten out. It was gone. Eventually, I managed to explain to my babushka that I had nothing to do with that, and the fun thing was that the cat had some sugar crystals over her whiskers and mouth, and she was behaving very strangely. So yes, these SLAV cookies are so good that even the picky eater cat ate them. And there's no chance that you won't like them too. With that said, let's go to learn how to prepare them, so you can learn the sacred KURABIQ technique of babushka and become a level 12 KURABIQ cookies multi-purpose SLAV chef. You need 100 grams of yogurt, known as fermented cow juice, 80 grams of sunflower oil, also known as goat juice, 2 eggs, also known as chicken shell grenades, and lots of types of white deads. 350 grams of flour, white dead powder, 85 grams of sugar, sweet white dead powder, vanilla, smelly dead powder, baking powder, and lemon zest sugar, because why not? You also need some instruments like spatula, capitalist mixer, check it for a bump, it had something in it, spoons and some balls again. After that you enter secret codes for the Slavic sequence for making multi-purpose cookies, also known as KURABIQ. Take your fermented cow juice and throw in baking powder, half a spoon. This will make it bubbly. We want that strange chemical reaction for nice KURABIQ. Leave it aside for now, so it can start developing. Take your orange bowl and bombard it with chicken grenades. Punish it if you can, throw in the sweet white death and get the capitalistic utensil known as a mixer. Meanwhile, figure out where to put your chicken shelled grenades shells and spend some time figuring out how to put the whisks in the mixer. After you figure it out, mix your eggs and sugar until it starts to poof and thicken. Add some vanilla white death and the sugary lemon zest. You can use fresh lemon zest instead. I didn't have access to a lemon this time. Start mixing again and slowly add the sunflower goodness in the mix. After everything is well incorporated, get the yogurt with the baking soda mix, stir it a little bit and put it in the orange bowl too. Mix the wet ingredients for the last time and get your flour. Sift it through this great instrument or through something else. You can keep sifting, but doing it will make your KURABIQ softer. Add the flour into parts. This will make your life easier. Some people demonize white flour, but try to speak against it in front of babushka. I dare you. After you add the first part, mix for a while and add the second part of the flour. Switch to the spatula and start folding and keep folding. We are aiming for a very soft dough like that. The dough is ready, which means it's time to preheat our oven to 180 Celsius or 356 Fahrenheit. Get a baking sheet or tava as I say. We use sheets only for sleeping and making cheese. Put some parchment paper on top so it won't stick. Get a bowl with water and a spoon. I got the scale too, so I can make all the KURABIQ even. I'll aim for 40 grams of dough for each one of them. Dip your spoon into the water. After that, take from the dough and try to shape it into a ball. If they can't shape into a ball, don't worry, we'll shape them better in the end. Take into account that these will become a little bit bigger, like double in size. Making balls all day long, making balls from tasty dough. Take into account that we are preparing half a batch, you can double it up. It will make 18 biscuits, 40 grams each. Make sure you won't leave any dough in the bowl, because it's precious. For the final touch, sprinkle a little bit of sugar on top of each bowl. Pro tip: if you want to work on the shape, wet your hand and gently form them. But to be honest, they're just perfect like that. Throw them in the oven. It should take around 20 minutes to bake them.
Bonus slabness.
Bonus round? Well, I'm sorry to tell that, but for the bonus round we'll only have a dancing babushka.
Much better than capitalistic varieties. Much better.
Soft difficulty level, as most recipes from the recent videos, I'll again give this 3 out of 5. It's not very hard to prepare this. If you do bigger batches it takes more time, but it's not harder. Also, they don't have a lot of ingredients, so this makes the process even easier. Plus they tend to last a while, so you can make a lot of those. You can actually use them as Easter or Christmas cookie alternatives, if you like, of course. Enjoy them with your tea or with your coffee. Look at that perfection, perfectly baked. I wish you could smell them through the screen. For the one who eat cookies only in their dreams, I calculated the nutritional values for one of these beauties. For one KURABIQ you have 140 calories, 20 carbs, 5.5 fats and almost 3 protein. Those are the favorite cookie-like treats of every SLAV kid in my country. Perfect to prepare in bulk to have them as a quick snack. I remember how I even brought them to school. Good times. They're perfect with tea, with coffee, with cocoa and milk, and of course with ayran. Prepare them to surprise anyone or just to treat yourself. I hope you like this Slavic goodness, and if so, make sure to KURABIQ subscribe for more. Slav you next time.